Have you ever heard people talking about Western countries and wondered what exactly that means? Well, the term Western countries doesn't refer to a strict direction on a map. It's more of a cultural and historical concept that has evolved over time. When people talk about the West, they usually mean countries that share similar political systems, economic structures, and cultural traditions rooted in Europe. Historically, the idea of the West traces back to ancient Greece and Rome, the foundations of Western civilization. Later, it expanded during the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, and the Industrial Revolution, all of which began in Europe and profoundly influenced other parts of the world. So, what counts as a Western country today? Most definitions include Western Europe, North America, and parts of Oceania. In Western Europe, countries like the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, Switzerland, Austria, Ireland, Luxembourg, and a few smaller nations share deep cultural, political, and economic traditions. In Northern Europe, you also find countries like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland, which, while geographically distinct, share many of the same democratic and economic systems. In Central and Eastern Europe, nations such as Poland and the Czech Republic are sometimes included because they are closely tied to Western political and economic organizations like the European Union and NATO. Across the Atlantic, North America is represented by the United States and Canada, both strongly influenced by European culture, language, and political ideas. Down in Oceania, Australia and New Zealand are considered Western countries due to their historical and cultural ties to Britain, as well as their shared systems of government and values. Altogether, depending on how broadly you define the term, there are roughly 25 to 30 countries that fall under the umbrella of Western nations. But here's the interesting part. Being Western isn't just about geography, it's also about shared values, democracy, individual rights, capitalism, and the rule of law. These principles form the foundation of what many people think of as Western society. Of course, not everyone agrees on exactly which countries should be considered Western. The line between West and East has always been blurry, and in today's globalized world, nations borrow ideas, mix cultures, and influence each other more than ever before. So that's it. Western countries isn't just about where a country is on a map. It's about a group of nations linked by history, culture, and shared political and economic values, mainly in Western Europe, North America, and parts of Oceania.